Hello and welcome. We're at the track covering the Sport of Kings. Coming up, the Barbados Horse of the Year Northern Star stretches his winning streak to 7 with victory in the Coolmore Home of Champions Stakes and Trophy. In Jamaica, top jockey Shane Ellis in Winners Row again at Caymanas Park. And there's a thrilling finish to the Santa Rosa Park feature in Trinidad and Tobago. Just outside the Barbados capital is our first stop. The Garris's Savannah and just 4 starters in Saturday's Coolmore Home of Champions Stakes and Trophy. Competitive betting, Victor Cheeseman's Just a Fashion, the 1 horse at 5-2. His stablemate Horse of the Year Northern Star is in the 2 box with Jalon Samuel aboard as a 4-5 favourite. 3 Infrared at 8-5 and 4 Marcus Antonius, the 4-1 outsider for the 9 furlong trip in the combox. Dean Springer, the field heading for the home turn with a favourite stalking and waiting to pounce.
Just a Fashion, yet to see a rival. In front by 2.5 lengths from Northern Star, who's under the pump. Infrared is also being asked for more run. Right-handed encouragement goes to Marcus Antonius as they come to the quarter pole. 6-1, 13-1. And Northern Star comes to ask a question of Just a Fashion. Infrared staying on in third. Marcus Antonius has had enough. And there are no more turns. And it's Just a Fashion and a right-hand drive. On the outside, here's Northern Star. Just a Fashion and Northern Star. Infrared trying to rattle home as well. But it's Just a Fashion and Northern Star. Just a Fashion, Northern Star, Northern Star, Just a Fashion. At the wire, it's Northern Star.
Brilliant young rider Jalon Samuel with steady right-hand whipping on the outside aboard Northern Star, challenging back-to-back Derby-winning jockey Antonia Bishop on the inside. The 2 stablemates in a terrific battle to the finish, and it's Northern Star that does it by a half length as a 4-5 favourite. Northern Star's 7th consecutive win and closing a 3-timer for champion trainer Victor Cheeseman. A fine tune-up this for his Tanglewood Stakes title defence on Gold Cup Day next month, clocking 1 minute 50.80 seconds for 9 furlongs on the Garrison turf for Mervyn Rollins, who part owns the 5-year-old with Cheeseman. In the co-feature on the card, the Michael Parapicino Memorial Hopeful Breeder Stakes and Trophy, another exciting finish. Boston John's gelding Jericho under 2016 champion jockey Rashid Hughes in front, approaching the final turn. Rashawn Aline picks up that race call.
They're bracing for the oncoming challenge of stealing 3 wide. That's it from my friend Patch as they come to the corner, and it's Jericho, the one to catch. A furlong between him and Destiny is Jericho in front. Here's stealing in between horses. It's Taco Man trying to re-rally on the outside into the storm. It's Jericho trying to hang tough. Here's stealing, undefeated coming after him, but Jericho is still strong. Handsome is as handsome does, and Jericho announces his presence on the Derby trails. He wins.
A 5-2 bet. Jericho advertises exciting form for the 3-year-old classic campaign under a smart ride from Hughes. First time runner Gandalf, second at 8-1. Last year's Juvenile Breeder Stakes and Boxing Day Nursery Trophy winner Steelin, the 4-5 favourite, in third, suffering her first career defeat. 1:36.60 the winning time for 7.85 furlongs for trainer Boston John and owner George DeVere Davis. No stakes or trophy events in Caymanas Park horse racing this past weekend. The 3-year-old and up open allowance over 6 furlongs, the richest on the card. As the field leaves the backstretch, it's Brand's Putty Rickman on commentary.
Shining Light and Sir Budget now move away from the rest, with Shining Light leading narrowly over Sir Budget, their heads apart as they drive toward the 3. Money Magnet settle down in behind them. Simply the Best now making progress on the outside, so too Siempre Bueno. These in a very tight grouping as they leave the 5-16. Soy El Senor now wound up, and a Little Bighorn toward the back, but 4 fan out across the track. Shining Light near the rail, right against it. Money Magnet looking for room. There's none there at the moment. Sir Budget right alongside, and Simply the Best and Siempre Bueno now come a-calling as they run toward the furlong pole over against the rail. Shining Light fighting hard. Money Magnet in between horses. Simply the Best 3 wide. It's Shining Light. Here is Money Magnet, and Money Magnet now grabs a hold and comes away. Money Magnet wins it over Shining Light.
Experienced jockey Shane Ellis overcomes traffic problems to get the win here. Caught behind the leader Shining Light, he first finds the rail run closed, but is also shut out with his challenge on the outside and is forced to go again for the rails. No space there either. And finally, room through the middle. And the filly quickens for a pretty clear win in the end. under the two-time champion rider. Ellis, who won more than 100 races in Canada while based at Woodbine over a decade ago, makes headlines 2 Saturdays in a row. The previous week he won the Alan E. Billy Williams Trophy aboard Orpheus. Money Magnet, as a 1-2 favourite, scores by 3/4 of a length. Shining light on the jockey Aaron Ice Shatry. Brave in defeat at 11-1. The consistent Money Magnet topping the clock at 1:11.80 for 6 furlongs for her second win in 3 starts for trainer Richard Azan.
There was some traffic problems, but you know, Shane, as a skillful rider, he worked his way through it and then she won. So we had a little anxious moment with a half a furlong to go, but he made it, you know. As long as she stays sound, I'm looking forward to a real good 2018 with her, because she's really a nice filly and she's now at a stage of maturity, improving a lot. So I'm expecting good things from her.
And finally, to Trinidad and Tobago, a gripping duel between 2 of Santa Rosa Park's finest riders, current champion Wilmer Galvez and ex-champion and current leader Ricky Jadu in Friday's 3-year-old and over race 8. Nick Chady on commentary. Watch out for the finish.
As they round the far turn, Pose for a Cause is the leader, 3/4 of a length, spoke in your wheel in between horses. And Princess Suri has the rail running in third, now 1.5 lengths as Pause for a Cause goes on with it. She opens up now by 2 lengths, Spoke in Your Wheel running in second. Princess Suri is third, Set Sail fourth to 1 the outside. Desert Dancer behind them en route of Jesse. Here they come. Pause for a Cause is the leader. She shakes off by 2.5 lengths here, approaching the furlong pole. Spoke in Your Wheel trying to come after her now. Desert Dancer from in between horses running in third. Princess Suri is next. Pause for a Cause is the leader. Still 1.5 lengths. Here comes Spoke in Your Wheel on the outside. It's going to be close. Pause for a Cause. Spoke in Your Wheel surging. Oh, that was close.
In deep stretch, the 5-2 bet, Pause for a Course, has a clear advantage on the Venezuela-born 2-time champion Wilmer Galvez. But the gap begins to narrow as Jadu closes fast as the 51-year-old ex-champion jockey targets feature race victories back-to-back race days after riding Caribbean Turf winner Trovatore on January 27. And here, he gets up in the last stride for the victory. Spoke in Your Wheel does it the hard way as a hot 3-5 favourite, edging Pause for a Course by a short head for trainer Glenn Mendez and completing 3 wins for Jadu, the day's jockey's leader. Owned by the SIR stables, the US-bred Spoke in Your Wheel clocks 105.66 for 5.5 furlongs for his second win in 2 starts at Santa Rosa Park.
We've been at the track covering top stories in the sport of kings. Check us out again next week.